Hey guys, Kirsty Snyder here, ready to rock it out tonight with a special guest. And the things we're going to go over tonight are going to be super important. So if you're catching it on Teachable Tuesday replays.com, our playlist, you're going to want to pay attention, have pen to paper, and then reference the things that we talk about tonight so that you can truly really succeed with it. Because what we're going to talk about tonight is going to be something that some of you guys are doing. Some of you guys are doing awesome. Some of you guys are doing spammy Kathy, and some of you guys are maybe a mix of both. And for me, I feel like sometimes I'm a mix of both. So wanted to hop in tonight before we get started and just say, accountability wise, what have you guys done today? What have you done today for your business? Put it in the comments. I want to hear. And then we'll dive into a little bit of stuff going on. What have you guys done today for your business? Whether a short form video, whether a YouTube video, whether you DM someone, you followed up with someone, you're attending Teachable Tuesday, which is a huge deal. Maybe that's what you've done for your business. Let me know in the comments right now, all couple dozen of you, what you've done for your business today. So let's see. Roy, awesome. Okay, so Roy, you did a Facebook post, short form videos, repurposed multiple accounts, TikTok. Okay, awesome. Daniel did 5 short form videos, 2 YouTube videos. Julie made 2 short form videos and is attending Teachable Tuesday. Awesome. And shout out to Julie. She got her first sale today. Julie Hill, awesome job. Allison did short form videos. Sim, short form videos. Awesome, Bruce. Good to have you. Bruce is new, you guys. Say hi to him as well. Teachable Tuesday. Awesome. Okay, you edited, edited? That sounds funny. You made an edit on a short form video. Awesome, you guys. So lots of goodies coming tonight. And before I bring on this guest, I want Daniel to say a couple things, just whatever you want to go over.
That's right. I'm going to roll and just talk randomly about stuff. No, I'm just kidding.
Don't do.
I don't know about you guys. I'm super fired up about this week. Obviously we got the event on Friday. I'm actually landing around 10ish Atlanta time, just East Coast time. So have most of the day on Friday, all day Saturday to hang out with you guys, network with you guys, get to meet you guys, before and after the event and stuff like that. So that's going to be really, really fun. But let me just kind of, me as usual. I like to shoot it to you straight, guys. And I'm always direct and to the point. And I want you guys to realize one thing here. This is super important. The training that you guys have been getting lately is literally on another level. The details that Kirsty's putting in, the time that she's putting in, the effort that she's putting in is just awesome. It's something that she doesn't need to do, but she wants to do it because she wants you guys to win. We all want you guys to win. And obviously that's why we're here. That's why we do Teachable Tuesday. That's why we said, we're going to do this thing and we're going to do this thing every week. But the amount of effort that she's putting in has just been awesome. And the beauty of one of her favorite phrases that she says almost every single video is, when you give, you what happens? You guys know the answer to that. When you give, you what? Yeah. When you give, you gain. Well, guess what? She gives a lot. She gives a lot of value, a lot of time, a lot of attention, a lot of energy. And now she's gaining big time. She just monetized her channel and she did it in a very short amount of time. She is now averaging in a very, very short, super short amount of time, averaging about $1,500 a month. And it's growing by the minute because she's constantly giving. And now she's reaping on the other side and she's gaining. So it's not just, I want you guys to think about this. It's not just hey, when you're on a Facebook Live, don't give a comment, that's why we talk about things like ILT. You invest time, you learn something, you turn around and you teach that to other people. That's exactly what Kirsty is doing. That's also exactly what our other guest tonight, who I'm super, super excited for, because she has been rocking and rolling for the last year. And she's really, in my opinion, lately, really been coming into her own stride. I've seen her really just super dialed in on Instagram, really focusing on her brand and just cranking it. She has over 100,000 followers on Instagram. She's popping sales literally just about every day. And she can correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think she has at least 2, if not 3 sales today. So what she's doing is working, and she is a phenomenal team builder. She works really well individually with her team. And she's always also giving her time, giving her effort, giving her energy, giving into consistency. And I've seen nothing but really amazing things from tonight's guest, and that is none other than Miss Catherine from San Antonio, Texas. So guys, give it up, and please pay super close attention to the training tonight, because there was a lot of effort put into tonight's training just for you guys. And in my honest opinion, we should be charging you money for this. We should really be charging you money for this, but we're not, because we love you and want you guys to win. But the level of training and attention and detail that you guys are getting lately, and going to continue to get by being on this team, the amount of things that we're going to put into you on the back end is just going to be next level. JP, love the shirt, by the way, bro. Love the shirt, rocking it.
Right.
Mine just got out of the wash, so I'm getting ready for this weekend, but love the shirt. But guys, just pay attention. Catherine is going to work with Kirsty tonight, and she's going to drop some huge bombs, because she kills it better than anybody on our team. And here's the thing, I'll kind of semi-conclude with this, and I know I'm being long-winded, but I don't care. You ever hear that phrase, like when the student becomes the teacher sort of thing? Like, I'm always looking to innovate. I'm always looking to learn, to grow and develop. And lately, I've been copying Kirsty's content, because her content has gotten so good, especially her short form videos. So the formulas that she literally gave you guys like last week, like I've literally been copying her content because it's so damn good. So even though, yeah, I sponsored her in and she's been working with me and I've taught her a whole bunch of things, she is now also teaching me things because of her tenacity and her consistency. And you can also learn from other folks like Catherine tonight, because she dominates on Instagram. She's got videos that have hundreds of thousands of views. And every time she goes live, she literally gets dozens, if not hundreds of people on live. She sponsors people all the time, almost every day, probably every day. So pay attention, because these are 2 people that are killing it right now. And if you pay attention, and you can even take just a nugget or 2 away from tonight, it will improve your business. End of story. So please pay attention to these trainings, because they're super valuable. They should be charged for money, but they're not. And we're going to give it to you free. So please utilize this time. Get rid of any distractions. If you're sitting in front of a TV, walk away, go in a room where you can pay attention, because there's going to be some awesome content tonight. So that's it. I'm off my soapbox, I think.
And I am rocking mom life tonight. Can you guys hear Jocelyn screaming in the background? Not
no,
at all?
I think we're good.
You can't? Okay. She's driving me nuts. Holy crap. Poor baby. Okay. So if I step away a couple times, that's why, just because she's like on one today. Welcome to my life. Okay. So you guys, tonight we're going to be talking about short form videos being repurposed and how to encompass that within your Facebook and Instagram stories. Before we get all nitty gritty and such, I too want to give it up to Catherine, because Catherine she's more consistent than anyone I've seen, including myself. She is a person who every single day has a flood of DMs, every single day has an entire plethora of everything that she's doing on her stories, especially when it comes to Instagram. And Instagram is not something that we talk about a ton. It's not my forte. It's definitely Catherine's forte. And with everything that she does, okay, what are you at? Like 104,000 followers on Instagram. Is that right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. And see, she's like, oh, I'm humble. No, guys, like that is such a big deal. That is such a big deal. And here I am, like not even 1,000 Instagram followers. Okay. So when you're learning tonight, you're really learning from the best of the best when it comes to Instagram and repurposing to your stories and engaging your audience. Now, the things we're going to discuss tonight, let me actually see if I can pull it up here. The things we're going to discuss tonight, okay, and I'm just going to share my screen here in a moment. Drop the link here for you guys. On the replays, by the way, if you're looking for the Google document, it's literally under this video, okay? Hit the description, you'll have the Google document there. Now, the things we'll discuss right now, right here, could literally tap into an audience that a lot of you guys are not tapping into. And I'll be the first to say, I've not been doing this very effectively either. I mean, I have to a point, but there was even a few things that Catherine and I talked about today that I was like, oh, I didn't know I could do that. I didn't know I should. And now you guys are going to be able to learn that. So let me share my screen. And then Catherine, if you want to kind of give like an encompass overview, and then we'll kind of dive into the notes here.
Okay. An overview of just like what we're going to go over tonight.
Yeah.
Sorry.
Yep. Your story, where and how you started with Instagram.
Okay.
Anything like that. Yeah.
Okay. So, obviously, as you know, Kirsty and Daniel have said, Instagram is my jam. Like that is like literally just what I resonate with, where I feel most comfortable, and just where I've been able to consistently build and grow. Started on TikTok and used that platform to drive people to Instagram. And then once it picked up, I just continued with it. And of course, we all start at zero. And like we said many times, it's up to you whether or not you stay there. So when I first got started and started posting content, I was posting to myself, and sometimes I would laugh and be like, I got one like, but we all start from somewhere. And I think my biggest thing was how I learned how to do Instagram really well was just to go watch other people. I was watching other people, other marketers. They weren't even in my business opportunity. And I just seen, okay, they have a big following. They have lots of engagement. What are they doing? Because I have to figure this out. I love Instagram. I love how you're able to really connect with your audience, whether it's cold, they've been following you for a while, whatever it may be, you're really able to allow these people to get to know who you are, which is, what we're going to be talking about, using, short form videos and then repurposing it, posting it onto your stories.
And correct me if I'm wrong, Catherine, can this work for people who don't have even one follower on Instagram? Let's say they've never repurposed content to their Facebook story. Let's say they have no audience. They're brand new. They have 5 seconds of followers. Can this work for them too?
Absolutely. You have to start somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
If you don't ever start, you're never going to build. You're never going to have, people engaging with you. I heard one thing, it was like social media. People go to social media to be social. Like, whether it just be watching and engaging, even if it's on the sidelines, like they are paying attention, but you got to show up. Mm-hmm. So yes, absolutely. You got to start posting the content.
So a big thing I want you guys to realize is, sure, is it like crazy and mind blowing that Catherine's at 104,000 followers on Instagram? Is that like, oh my gosh, am I going to get there? How do I do that? Is everything taught tonight going to be applicable, or is it just for the people already making it? It is for everyone. What you see in front of you is for you to start at ground zero to build. And it's not just to gain followers. It's not just to gain interaction. It's to be social so people know, like, and trust you. Know, like, and trust. Drill that into your head. That's across the board, the stories are an opt-in, so to speak, to have people want to engage with you. You know how, okay, I'm going to unshare because I get too sassy. You know how a lot of multi-level direct sales will be something like, okay, go post on your Facebook timeline like 12 times a day, go ask for beta testers for your product, go spam your inbox and say, hey girl, right? All that kind of BS. Have you guys experienced that before? that is outdated, it's unnecessary, and it doesn't work, right? What we're talking about tonight is a simple way to have your warm audience or even your business account. Say it's all business people following your stuff or both, like I do. It's a way for them to opt in, so to speak, to see your stuff without you being spammy Kathy on your news feed. Okay. It's a way for them to engage with you based on emotion, based on where they are, what they want to learn, and what they want to hear from you, so that you can actually educate people. For example, Catherine did a video the other day that simply just talked about what affiliate marketing is. All she did was talk about affiliate marketing and what it means to make commission because you're an affiliate for something, right? And then because she has SHG as the product, she was able to tie that into what she does with the savings membership, how it works, etc. But the only way she would have known to create content like that is for her to ask her audience what they want to know, what they're missing, what's confusing, what makes sense for them. Make sense, you guys? 35 of you guys on live right now, 35 comments come in. Does that make sense? Yes or no? Makes sense, makes sense. Awesome. Okay, good. Just want to make sure you're paying attention. So
one thing real
yeah,
quick for Catherine. Catherine, when you started your Instagram account, how many followers did you have the day you started your Instagram account?
Well, I did the most common mistake that everyone does and post on their personal page. Like friends and family who don't even know you've started an online business, and I'm just starting to post, and they're looking at me like, what is she doing? And there was no engagement, like no engagement whatsoever. Like, I mean, I got asked a few times, did I get hacked? It was embarrassing. So I went ahead and threw up my hands. I said, okay, this is not working. I need to try something else. And it wasn't, oh, I'm just going to give up because, oh my God, my friends and family don't support me. It's no, I'm obviously, this audience they know who I am. And so I need to attract the right people. So I went and made a whole new business account from scratch, not one follower at all.
So you started with zero. You mean you didn't sign up and all of a sudden you had 50,000 followers? You had zero.
I mean, I wish that would happen, but no.
Right. So you started with zero, right? Like everybody else.
Yeah.
And then how long ago was that? When did you start your business?
That was last April, end of April. Yeah.
So we'll just call that
a year
what,
and
a year and a half?
ago? Yeah.
About a year and a half. So in a year and a half, you've gained over 100,000 followers. So guys, let's just paint a crystal clear picture here. Catherine's not an overnight success. Okay. She's rocking it right now, but it's time, action, and consistency that is getting her to where she is. Time, action, consistency. Everybody write that down. Take a pen, write it down. Time, action, consistency. You can type it in if you want to. And that's what it is right there. Like, it's the same thing with any of us. Like, you know, no one starts with 50,000 followers. She put in the work. Work. This is called network marketing. A lot of times people miss the W. They miss the work part. It's not net sign up and make $1 billion overnight. Net sit on my ass and just let the commissions roll in. It's network marketing. And she's worked for a year and a half. But now that's really starting to pay off. So that's what I'm saying, guys, like, pay attention to what she's talking about, because she knows what the hell she's talking about, and she knows what she's doing.
She does. And it's exciting to see, because she just admitted, and you guys are guilty of this too. Trust me. I know, I see your stuff. Out of nowhere, you're like, business, you want to save money and make money. And people are like, huh? Because you didn't warm them up. So as a little tangent, that whole entire Facebook training for results, value, lifestyle, that's what you got to be implementing right now to tap into your warm audience and get people exactly that, warmed up. Okay. Is it going to take you a year and a half to get to 104,000 followers on Instagram? Is it going to take you less? Is it going to take you longer? It's not even the amount of followers. It's about the consistency. And now those followers want to engage and continue to engage because Catherine is consistent. And the things that we're going to talk about now, so we can get into the meat and potatoes here, the things that we're going to talk about are for you to warm up an audience. It's for you to engage an audience, play on emotion, because that's what marketing is. And then also be able to give call to action so that people actually take action. Catherine's DMs on Instagram are flooded every single day, like to the point where she should get an autoresponder because she like can't keep up with them. Wouldn't you guys like to have that problem? Wouldn't you like to have that problem? And Bruce, awesome question. We actually last Tuesday, and you just barely enrolled a couple days ago, so you're good. On Teachable Tuesday replays, that playlist, go back to last Tuesday. We had an entire hyperlink within that Google document of Catherine's videos, of my videos, things that you can clone that work. Okay. But you guys, all of you guys, not just Bruce. Girl, chill. You got to go to Teachable Tuesday replays playlist to get that info. Make sense? Okay. So, really? Can you guys hear her? She's being so psycho. I can't. She's being so crazy.
Mine
Okay.
is searching for me, so.
Yeah, well, that's good. Lucky you. Okay. So where do you want to start, Catherine?
From
Do you
the
want to
top,
just mention this down here? That video we talked about? This little one. It's what I recorded earlier. This
oh
one right
yeah,
here, you
yeah,
guys.
yeah, for sure.
Okay. This one, you guys, is an 8-minute walkthrough of posting to your stories. So for those of you who are like, post to my story, do what now? How do I swipe up? How do I get a link? That video there, when you go to the Google document, you click on it and it'll take you to YouTube. Okay. Another repurpose thing here on Teachable Tuesday replays. So for example, when you go to Teachable Tuesday replays, it's this one here. Okay. October 4th. And then the one from tonight will be October 4th for the actual training. That's like an hour long. Okay. Now, because we're not going to go over live right now, how to edit things and how to put things together. I just did a quick video for you to see how you could do it and follow something quicker instead of an hour-long video trying to find where it is. Okay. So do you want to start out with your favorite one, or do you want to just go kind of in line?
Kind of in line, like how you progress, I guess.
Sure.
So obviously starting with, why you're repurposing content onto your stories.
Yeah.
Obviously you want to be repurposing your content, so your short form videos onto your stories. Because some people may not have even seen the reel or a Facebook video that you just posted, or TikTok video, whatever you're editing in, they may have not have seen it. So post it to your stories, but do not just post it to your stories, because for the people who have already seen it, if you're only posting the short form video, it's kind of boring, right? Like, I already seen that. Like, why is she just posting it, or he posting it on the story? You want to utilize this in a way to give them some emotion, to help them feel how you feel in the video, whether it be exciting, or say I'm doing a video like, oh my God, I got to clock into my job. I'm using stickers and things within, say, Instagram stickers to help with that. So they can see how I feel. If I'm excited, I'm doing like, happy dance or whatever. I'm putting stickers so people can see, like, get the emotion from the video is what I'm trying to say. So definitely.
And what do you mean by stickers?
So whenever you go to repost your videos onto your stories, you have the option to add stickers, which is going to be explained in the video Kirsty just mentioned. And you can add stickers. So say you want to type in dancing, you can have these like dancing emojis to add.
Or a dancing person, or someone cheering, or something, just for better engagement.
An effect, reflecting your video. To just boost it. People love to see that. And as well with the stickers, you can also do how do you want to say it? Like the bar, what do you call that? Like it's like
a rating bar.
Yeah, a rating, emotion, which will be in the video. But people can kind of interact with that. And this is super, super crucial, because as people are interacting with your stickers, it actually boosts the algorithm, and it will show up on other people's highlights. Like if you're on Instagram, for example, and you see everybody's little face bubbles, you're not going to see certain people's if they never post on their stories, because they don't post. If there's something with high engagement, it'll actually come up front for people to see, like, hey, you put something on your story, it's getting a lot of engagement, so for them to click on it. So
Did you guys catch that? It's an algorithm hack, just like we talk about with Facebook. Hey, everyone, comment a unique comment, right? It's an algorithm hack to boost it. Same with your stories. When you're using stickers, and I'll just like quickly, like briefly show you guys what we mean by that. Okay, let's say I take a picture. When you're on your stories like this, all you do is swipe up. And then over here, these are all the little things that you can use. That little rating one that's moving like a bar, that's what Catherine's talking about for, if you're excited, if it's a hype post, you just got a commission, whatever else. Yep, it's on Instagram, Anthony. People can rate it. Or, well, how else do you describe it? They can rate their excitement for how something is. Yep.
So it allows them to engage, and which
Yes.
helps the algorithm, which is super, super important. And then you can kind of gauge too, like how does your audience feel about the content you just posted as well?
Yeah, exactly. And just like Catherine, she posted a video the other day explaining what affiliate marketing is. Like how is it she's making money? What does that even mean? And she was able to do that and post that because if she's got followers, people engaging with her stuff, they're like, huh, I don't get it. Like, give me the dummy 101. Now she can cater to them. And now she can say, okay, I know I need to produce this content because it's being asked for, instead of just spammy Kathy putting them up, whatever else. Some of you guys, for example, you're just like me. You post on your stories, you include family, you include motivation, and you repurpose basically your short form video from CapCut, from TikTok, whatever. The thing that I'm lacking and the thing that I get to do now is add in the stickers, the excitement, the little dude cheering, the little, money person, whatever it is. And all you do is swipe up on Instagram when you go to put a story. Okay. And then you can search, like in GIFs, you can search excited. And there will be a cute girl going like that, but it's like a GIF that you can now use. And if it's exciting, if it's mad, if it's stressful, you do the emotion behind it. So there's engagement. It's changed up instead of, wow, I already saw that from her. How boring, right? Which is exciting. So exciting or spammy Kathy. Haha, Tracy. Okay. In this, okay. So we covered the emotion. You guys get the emotional side, right? If you're excited about something, have a sticker that shows excitement. Use the bar so people can rate how excited they are. Or like, oh, she's so cute. I post a picture of my daughter. Same with Catherine. She'll post a picture of her daughter, for example. And then it's a way for them to be like, oh my gosh, she's so cute. I love her, whatever. Again, engagement. And then it's an algorithm hack. The more you can use stickers like these, the more the algorithm says, hey, oh my gosh, look at her content. Look at her content. Make sense? Let's see. The bar emoji. Okay, so let's talk about this. This one's really good. Really good. Can you give a couple examples, Catherine, of maybe a question you would ask? And then, well, I guess the poll. Oh, should we go to the favorite part? Because they're kind of the same. I don't know. You tell me.
Kind of the same, but you can use them in different ways.
Okay.
So we can talk about one than the other, or
sure. Yeah, go ahead. You're
So
good. Go ahead.
For the question stickers, I think this is my absolute favorite, because you really get to just hone in on what your audience wants to know. Like, it gives them a chance to be like, hey, yeah, they're in your comments or whatever, but like, this is like really like, hey, I have a question. It's like them raising their hand and they get to ask whatever what is it that they don't understand, what they want to know, so on and so forth. So it's just like she said, swipe up, it says questions, you tap that, and literally people can ask you whatever. So if I go on, I'll even just randomly be like, what is it that, you don't understand that I can help you with, or whatever, or even just randomly, what questions do you have?
How
Today
old are you? How
questions.
old's your daughter? Like, it's a way for engagement, whether Catherine specifically says, ask me about business, or she just puts out, ask me questions about blah, blah, blah. I mean, Catherine moved from East Coast to Texas because she was able to, because of this business. So some people would ask questions about that. And what does that do? Know, like, and trust. So it's not you just, what did you call it, Catherine? Barking. It's not you just like barking at people. My business, my business, my business.
Yeah.
Spammy Kathy. It's, hi, I'm a real person. I have a daughter. I moved across the state. This is what I do for work. Do you want to too? Right?
It gives them a chance to like really feel important. Like, I'm serious. Like, they'll ask a question and then they'll do me, thank you so much for responding to me, like directly to me. So not only, you'll be engaging, like, they'll ask a question. What's great too is that this is content. This is content. People are telling you what they want to know, whether that be about your lifestyle or the business. It goes hand in
Daily
hand.
method of operation. I mean, even something as simple as, how long have you been doing this? And then what's relatable for them is when she answers, and she answers specifically to Anthony, to Mark, to Mike, to Shannon, whatever, you feel important. A lot of you guys have enrolled even recently, or say you've been in it like JP over here for 9 months almost, and you enrolled because you connected with someone, right? You saw something that was like, okay, she's real. That's real for me. That's relatable. And Instagram stories and Facebook stories, same thing. They're a way for people to engage with you. Now, a huge golden nugget that Catherine said that I hope you guys pay attention to. It's a way of content. We're not just talking content because you repurpose the story. That's easy. Whatever. Swipe up. You get used to it. You create the habit of doing that, right? And it's a way of content because, gee, I don't know what to post. Oh, look, Billy Bob just told me that he's confused on this. I'm going to post about that. Endless content because you're engaging with people and they have a voice. You're not just barking things at them, but they feel important. They're saying, I really want to know about this. I'm confused on that. What do you recommend here? Whether a person's involved with SHD yet or not, it's a way for them to engage. Any thoughts on that, Catherine, before I move on?
No, just the second part to the stickers, which is really, really important, is, okay, someone's going to ask you a question and it will show up on your notifications. How you can answer them is 2 different ways. You can DM them to respond to their question, which do not do. Why would you DM them? Or you can post it back onto your story. This will have like a little what they asked, and then you'll be able to record your answer. You want to do this because some people are going to have the same question or want to know the same thing. And you want to share that with everybody. So don't DM them, reshare, the answer onto your story so everyone gets to see the answer.
Plus, you could also have it be like, when you're first starting out, here's a little like hack. Okay. Let's say you have, how many followers do you have, Kelly, on Facebook? I don't remember, like 800, 900, something like that. If you're listening, let me know. Kelly, for example, doesn't sit here and have 104,000 followers on Instagram, right? But she's 1,100 followers, way bigger than I thought. Way to go, girl. If she were to repurpose, so she's consistent doing reels, Instagram, Facebook, whatever. If she were to then repurpose and then engage, she can then take content and put it on reels based on what people are needing, just like we've talked about. But then also when when you're first starting out, let's say Kelly's goal is to get to 2,000 followers by this Friday. Okay. Steep goal, but is it? Because if she's engaging and producing content that people need, that's actually pretty attainable. For her to get to 2,000 followers, though, is from those questions like, hey, ask me about this. And Kelly, for example, a hack for any of you guys, really, I just use Kelly as the example. A hack would be to go have someone, whether it's me, whether it's a spouse, whoever, go be the person asking the question. Because if I go and I ask a question that I know could help Catherine, and then other people see that question and answer, now I'm like, oh, wow, that really made sense. I'm glad that question was answered or asked. I had the same thought, but didn't post it, right? A hack for that could be that you have someone help you with that. Just like you guys sometimes will post Roy, for example, Roy Black, he does a lot of engagement posts on his Facebook. He's following the DM formula. And if I see that on my timeline, I comment as if I'm a lead. I comment as if I'm a prospect because I want to help him get the algorithm going. Same thing here. If you use the question box, I don't know what else to call it, question sticker thingy. If you use that, you could go have someone you know ask a question that you want your audience to hear, that you want them to know the answer to. Make sense, you guys? Any other thoughts on that, Catherine?
No, just really the biggest takeaway when doing this is we always talk about tracking and measuring. Go to your freaking insights. Go to your insights on Instagram. It's really simple. I don't know if you want me to show, but when you're on your, I don't know if you can see my phone, but it says professional dashboard. You can click here and it'll literally tell you like everything. And you can go to your stories. We're talking about stories. You can go to your stories and go to see the questions that people ask. So they'll go away after 24 hours, but in your professional dashboard, you'll be able to still see that. So say you didn't get to answer someone's question or whatever, like go make some content about that in a video. You know what I mean? It's gonna be there for you. So this is why you want to, engage in your stories with your audience.
Yeah.
So just a little tip.
Yep. That's so good. I hope you guys are taking notes. Jocelyn is like trying to eat my cords. Oh my gosh. Why not toys? I don't understand. Okay. So sharing the screen again. So the bar emoji, it's an algorithm hack for when people engage, the sticker quiz. Okay. Custom link. I go over that a little bit in here, this video here. Okay. But basically a big, huge, fat freaking takeaway. And duh. But when Catherine told me it today, I was like, why does that like ring so much more true than like ever before? Like the way she said it just made sense. You guys, when you use a link, so same thing, you have a picture of whatever for your story, you have a repurposed short form video. Okay. You swipe up, you then click on link. When you go to click on link and you type in workwithcatherine.com, whatever your domain is, instead of having it be workwithcatherine.com, customize it and customize it so it's a CTA, a call to action. Duh. Just like you would if you guys were emailing, click here to get started. Click here for info. Enroll with me now. See how it works here. Like have the link be the phrase of a call to action. And
yes,
you can customize it.
Text.
Yeah. like, duh. When you said that, I was like, duh. Why wouldn't I have it be a CTA? Now, a couple things on that, Catherine, that you mentioned that I want you to go into. How often should you be using links like this sticker link?
Honestly, for me personally, and what I recommend is here and there. I don't want to say use it all the time. You're having multiple call to actions in your videos. You don't want to be, repurposing your content onto, your stories. And then it's like call to action, and then there's links, and you just don't want to be spammy. Don't be spammy. I mean, why is because they're going to get tired of it. They're going to get tired of you seeing the link there, and they're not going to click on it anymore. They're just not. It's going to get boring. It's going to get old. It's going to get spammy. And then you don't want to lose traction from like people actually clicking on your stories. You're just going to be like, oh my God, she's just repurposing the video, adding the link on there. Like,
oh, look, here's another link to click. Yay. Whatever.
Yeah, don't do that.
So when do you use a link then? Because I know today you specifically said, I use a link when. Take note.
I typically only put links on there if it's like I'm super hype about something. I'm hyping you up. Or even if like a video did extremely well. If I wake up, say, for instance, my story, to $200. Oh my God, I just woke up to $200. Like, and I'm showing them a screenshot. I woke up to $200 and I haven't even got out of bed yet. Click here to see how. That is what I mean. Hype. Like they want to be ready. I need to know how I can wake up to $200. So you get what I'm saying? Like,
like there's got to be a pivotal moment. It can't just be where it's like every video repurposed, even if family or motivation or something is mixed in there, you guys, the link for click here, it needs to be like utmost importance. Like why they actually want to click the link. Yeah. Where it's relatable to the point of like no return. You woke up to $200, freak. Yeah, I'm clicking that link instead of, oh, here's my hee funny video. Click the link. And they're like, don't care. Right.
And it's okay. Like even it doesn't have to be about money or like making money. For instance, obviously we save money in our business as well. So you save money on a flight, you save money on a hotel, whatever it is, screenshot that. And who the heck doesn't want to save money? And tell them like save money here or now, or you know what I mean? Like
have it be a call to action.
Get them to want to be a part of it, to click on that link, not just spam it on every single post that you're posting. That's going to be annoying.
Yep, exactly. So Anthony, great question. I think it's twofold. First, basically the link when used as a sticker on your story, it's meant to be like in a pivotal, like climatic type of moment, not where it's overused, where people are just like scrolling through, seeing link after link, something they can click on. That's great. That's fun, but it's repetitive and you want to peak and pass. When you pique their interest, you pass it to something else. Meaning when you use a link, it piques them enough to be like, oh my gosh, I've got to click that link, where it's more sparingly instead of spammy. Make sense? Now, twofold in the sense of you are giving your link. A lot of my stories, they'll still say, go right here, right now. And I still have the text on the screen. A link as far as something to click on from your story, something that you add that's custom, use that sparingly. You can still have your, TikTok video, reel, whatever it is, have your link, go right here, right now, right? Just like you guys know. But the link to actually click on is sparingly, sparse. I don't know. Just don't use it often. Use it with intention. Does that make sense, you guys? Let me know. Now, I wanted to pull this up because just like we talked about last week, Catherine, out of how many? 1,200 posts. I bet if I were to really, really stalk her stuff, there's probably like 10% that talk about income, that actually show income. So for you newbies, just like we talked about last week, for you newbies thinking, I don't have results and no one wants to engage because I don't have income, BS. Catherine has built a foundation of truly engaged people because of consistency, yes, but also because she's giving value. She's doing the cute little things of like, how long is this video? Probably like 5 or 10 seconds. And it's probably her dancing, and it's the content, it's the copy that matters. What was that?
I said that one's actually longer, but it's like 16 seconds, but it's more so like the other day was just 1 year and I was able to walk away from my job. So resharing that with them, reminding them where I am today. How can, 1 year, I'm trying to get them to visualize in 1 year how much your life can change.
If you're just consistent and if you just take action. Like this one here, over 1 million views. Why? Because I could almost, let's actually click into it. I don't know if it'll play music though. Look at the content, you guys. Fastest way to walk away from your job. Boom. DM me to start. What did she do? Literally nothing. She sat there. That's it. She didn't overthink it. She didn't have all these like fancy things. The content is what got the engagement. What she said is what got the engagement. Okay. So when you're repurposing and you're using it intentionally with a link, with a excited sticker, with a poll, a question, you're doing it because it's know, like, and trust. People know, like, and trust Catherine because she's personal, because it's not about income, because it's not. My content's about income all the time because I freaking love money. And that's like what I do. It's what I talk about. And I also mimic what Catherine does. A lot of my stuff that's hitting really hard right now are things of me. Like I was typing on my computer and there was a caption, 1 sentence worth of, 7 or 8 seconds that got so much because of what was said in the video without me doing like, yay, 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 all that kind of stuff. Okay. Makes sense, you guys?
I got one thing to say. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you're good. No
going
worries.
back to like the questions and things. I know you kind of hopped off my page, but you know how you have the stories. So you have the story highlights for everyone. Utilize that. So I have multiple ones, motivation, behind the scenes. So like more of my lifestyle. I have frequently asked questions. I have income proof. So if anyone wants to see what they want to see, it's right there in the highlights. So they can go click on what they want to see. So have a frequently asked question highlight. So that way you don't have to be as repetitive, at least not to everyone. People who are self-sufficient and want to go learn, they can just click on that and all their questions will be answered. And
like this, you guys.
Everything.
Where is it? Can you guys see that?
Yeah.
The highlights are right here.
Mm-hmm.
And how to do highlights. I'm not even gonna go in that tonight. If you guys really want to know, we'll like screen record a video and put it on Teachable Tuesday.
Super simple.
Yeah, it's very, very simple. But the highlights like this, okay, even did it show on, let me go back.
When you go to actually post it onto your story, it'll ask you, do you want to add it?
Do you want to highlight it? Mm-hmm. Yep. So if she woke up to $200, she would put it in her income proof. Oops.
I've got 2. I got proof and I got more proof.
More proof. So if someone finds her stuff, she already has a place of income proof. So it's relatable to someone. If someone who's involved with her or is having a bad day wants motivation, they can go here. But the only reason that her highlights would even be seen or noticed is because of the engagement down here. It's because she's consistent in her stories. Make sense, guys? Questions on that? Holler, holler. Holler at your girl. What else? I think that's it. What else is there? Oh, this one's important. We got to cover that. That's very important.
A YouTube channel, Anthony, and of course you can follow me. Be careful though, you guys. I do have, I guess since I'm so popular, fake account. That's the one thing. When you actually start making it, like there are actual spammers out there that'll duplicate your account. So make sure the spelling is correctly. Just pay attention.
Yep. This is hers right here, you guys. I'll just copy it in the chat so you guys have it. Oops.
Or type it.
Let's go right there. Right there. Biggest thing, you guys, duplicate what's working, but big but. Don't get so much into, I need to research how it's done that you don't execute. There's 1,200 posts that you could stock from Catherine. Don't think that you have to stock all of them before you take action. Just find one that you like and then do it in your own way, do it in your own voice. But then the biggest thing is to be consistent. You can't just like post your stories today and then like no one hears from you. How are you supposed to grow if like, where'd she go? Is she still even doing that thing? Is she what? Right? To lessen confusion and to increase engagement, you have to be consistent. And it's a way to tap into a warm market. For me, for example, if I go from my Kiersey Snyder Instagram and I have that go post like automatically to Facebook, it's just like a setting. I'm tapping into my warm market. My friends, my family, chicks I went to high school with, people who I, met from college, that kind of stuff, without bugging them. Think of it like an opt-in. If someone opts in, right, to your email to hear from you, it's because they want to hear from you. Same thing with stories. If someone's clicking your stuff, if they don't like it, cool, they swipe just like a dating app, whatever, bye, right? But when they opt in and they intentionally click on your stuff rather than like having it be spammy in your news feed and then they unfollow you, they're psychologically saying, yes, they want to see your stuff. It's like an opt-in to your warm market and to your business market as well. Okay. Now, do you want to talk about reintroducing yourself? Like doing a video on that?
Yeah. Let's just answer Jason's question real quick. He asked, do I use the boost for my reels in the professional mode in Instagram? No, I personally don't. Not one of my content. I don't, because I've already perfected the right marketing strategy that I don't. I mean, could I? Yes, absolutely. I could pay money for ads and you know what I mean to boost it, but I do pretty well. So no.
And the reason she does well is because of what, guys? Starts with a C. If you haven't caught on to this yet, like shoot. The reason she does well and the reason she has over 100,000 followers and the reason she is flooded with DMs all the time is because she's consistent. So sure, you could go pay for the clicks, the quick engagement. That's fine. That's always a resource, right? But if you just show up consistently, you don't need to.
And even like Anthony just said, he said, I tried it and he wasn't impressed. Right. Because even if you have a crap video or whatever that you're boosting, it's still not going to work. It's going to
right?
get the views that it should because you're paying for it. But you can do that better by just perfecting your content instead of just trying to pay for it.
Perfect your craft. Like it really is about what words are on the screen, either what words you're saying following our formula, right? Or what words, if you're just sitting there, and the music's playing and a paragraph pops up, what does the paragraph say? Easiest way to quit your 9-to-5 within a year, whatever that video was that Catherine posted. What's the next thing? Promote someone else's products and get commission, for a nutshell phrase. And then people want to watch it because it's quick, it's fast, it's enticing, and it also allows them to know the how-to in a very quick, simple way.
Bruce says his warm market is so tired of hearing from him about online business.
So you think?
I know. How do you know? How do you know? Did you ask them?
Here's the solution. Oh, go ahead.
Or, are you consistently saying the same thing? Are you branding you? Because people want to relate to who you are.
Right.
And that build that know, like, and trust factor that Kirsty was just mentioning. Like, it shouldn't just be join my business, my business is this, my business. It shouldn't be that. And that most of my content, like I talk about obviously online business, but there's always like something else before that.
Right.
Like was so tired of my 9-to-5 job. Oh my God, I used to do XYZ.
Right. Instead of just join my business.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because we don't do it like that, you guys. We do not do it like that in the sense of join my thing, buy my product, get my stuff. I'm looking for 2 people. Barf. We don't do that here. Okay. I mean, you can let me know how it works, but do you want to be the spammy Kathy or would you rather be like lucrative Lacey?
Okay. He said he's been trying to do things like this for a long time now. So I guess that's why you feel that way. I would say then you need to switch it up. Like
Yep.
try to do something different. If what you're doing is not working, if you feel like they're already tired of it, you got to change what you're doing.
Mm-hmm. Yep. What
More
goes out of your mouth or what? Yeah. What goes out of your mouth goes into your head. So Bruce, for example, we're just spotlighting him for a moment. He started last week. You started last week. You got to give yourself some grace, right? Go watch Mindset Monday from yesterday. Go give yourself some grace. If you've not succeeded in the way that you want to yet, you just have to alter your formula. You just have to alter your formula. Everything that we teach on Teachable Tuesday, as you guys know, are formulas. It's not like, oh, go throw mud against the wall, like, gee, hope something sticks. No, this does stick. Catherine's been following a formula. That's it. It has nothing else to do with anything else except how consistent is she with her defined formula. And the formula is what we went over tonight. The engagement with stickers, the engagement with the consistency, having repurposed content of a celebration, having content based on what your audience needs because you found out, because you asked them, right? Being able to be excited when it's applicable and being real when it's not, right? For example, and this is the last thing we'll cover tonight, unless you guys have other questions, which obviously fire away. The last thing on that document is doing a video reintroducing yourself. So Kelly, for example, you started at 0 a couple months ago on Facebook Reels. I mean, it's not even been a couple months. It's been pretty quick for Kelly. Kelly's consistent. Kelly's got the cutest Alabama accent and she is consistent as all get out. And people are following her now on Reels because she's being consistent. She is showing up. She has 1,100 followers on Reels. Why? Because people actually want to engage with her. They know, like, and trust her. Okay. But the reality is, if without the consistency, you're not going to experience that. You're not going to experience that. So for example, Kelly, here's a prompt for you and others, all of you guys on right now, even on the replay, is when you reintroduce yourself, the reason you're doing that is because Kelly might have grown 100 followers within the last week, let's say. Those 100 followers are new. So if you're just, as Catherine put it, barking at them, here's my thing, here's my thing, here's my thing. Although it's an opt-in, it's a very simple way to engage your audience, right? Because they're opting in to see your story. They don't know who you are. You've got to build that know, like, and trust by saying, hey, it's Catherine. I was able to quit my job because of da, 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 da. If you want insight on that, da, 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 I live in blah, blah, blah. I have a daughter, yada, yada. They got to get to know you. So every so often, reintroduce yourself. Have it be where something there is like, okay, is she a robot? Or should I follow her and engage with her? Okay, I want to. Here's why. Makes sense, you guys?
Yeah,
Any thoughts on that,
like,
Catherine?
You know, you are your brand. Don't water that down. Like, you are your brand. I think that's like the biggest thing that I ever learned in this is stop focusing on the opportunity. SHG. Like, you are the face.
Yep.
And people want to know, like, and trust you, right? So because they're interested in what you're doing, they're following you for a reason. You know, and so just utilize that, use your stories as a way to reintroduce yourself every once in a while. I have to do it often. And sometimes I forget and I'm like, oh yeah, like I've gained like so many followers. I should probably reintroduce myself because I have older videos. Once y'all start building, your videos that you made on day one aren't going to be visible unless obviously you're repurposing it, but you're not going to do that every week. So I have to remember, hey, reintroduce yourself. People don't know your story.
Right.
And it always gets so much engagement because they're like, oh, wow. And
oh,
it doesn't
you're not a
matter.
robot.
Right. And it doesn't matter that you're starting at 0. It does not matter. Honestly, people can relate to you more than they can me because they put me on a pedestal. They're like, well, you got 100,000 followers. Like, you know, that's why you're making money. I'm like, absolutely not. This wasn't from day one. I wish, but it wasn't. So I have to like bring people back to reality.
Mhm.
So
Yep.
you starting at zero, you actually have more power than you think that you do.
Right. Right.
Show up for yourself and tell them what you want. Tell them what you're going to accomplish. That's what I did. I was like, I'm going to quit my job in 6 months or with less than a year. And I did it within 6 months. And they're like, what? You're going to do what? They thought I was insane.
And then
Literally.
here you are.
Yeah.
And you moved across the country and you have sales every day. I mean, shoot, it's a
But
way
they
of
wouldn't know
accountability.
that. They wouldn't know that if I didn't share. If I
Mhm.
didn't share any of this, they wouldn't have known that. And
Mhm.
now I have people who follow me since the beginning and they're like, yo, this is crazy. They're
Mhm.
like, I need to get in on this now, even after following me for an entire year.
Mhm.
Blows my mind. I'm like, you've
Mhm.
seen me grow and you still didn't jump on this. Okay. Everybody has their own timing, but they're not going to get to relate to you, know your story, and know that it's for them unless you show them that it can be for them.
Right. Right. Know, like, and trust. Results, value, lifestyle. That's what your stories are. That's what they engage about. And then little tips and tricks as far as your stickers, endless content because of questions, being able to engage with them based on what they want. Give your audience a voice. Whether you've got 104,000 followers like Catherine, whether you have 1,100 followers on Reels like Kelly, whether you're brand new like Bruce as of last week, or you just got your first sale like Julie Hill today. It doesn't matter where you fall. What matters is how consistent you are. Okay. So go be consistent. And do you guys have any questions before we hop off here?
Just utilize it. It's there for a reason.
It is. Yeah. Go figure. The only other thing, you guys, as I always say in our Facebook group, if you guys will please go to the Teachable Tuesday longstanding post inside of our Facebook group, comment a few things. Don't just say it was great, awesome, that's awesome, but we want to know what you learned tonight. Okay. So go to our Funnel Team Facebook group, find a longstanding post of what did you learn from Teachable Tuesday. It's one of the pinned announcements there at the top. Can't miss it. And comment what you learned. Okay. So other people can engage. We can be collaborative as a team. We can all go together because that's what this is for. Sound good, you guys? Awesome. Okay. Well, have a really good night, you guys. Awesome, awesome night. We'll see you for, you might not see us for Focus Friday, actually, because we be traveling, but we'll see some of you at the event. And if not, then we'll see you guys in the Facebook group here in a second. Have an awesome night, you guys. Thanks for popping
You're welcome,
on.
everyone. Bye.
Yeah. Thanks, Catherine. Talk to you guys soon. Bye.